Hi, my topic is social media impact on trainee teachers as individuals, learners, and future educators, a case study. Social media infiltrates the learning world and work scene, a part of today's student lives, interconnects people, fosters collaboration, meaningful dialogue, ideas exchange, and a learning experience boost through websites and webinars. Has job openings posted on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, provides online games, movies, matchmaking services, help account holders excel better, enables the flipped classroom through Zoom, Skype, and Google Hangouts, and even gets chalk and talk old-timers to struggle with technology when teaching. For the statement of the problem, let's take a look at the pros of social media use. It's a stress reliever to students able to portion their time equally between entertainment and studying, and it helps students communicate with friends, organize leisure, and join interest groups. As for the cons of social media use, also virtual chatting through online identities are neither natural nor friendly and cannot produce a healthy relationship. Time is better utilized for studying, playing, or learning new skills. Students become awkward with people skills with body language clues missing. Unfiltered profile posts by students are investigated upon by potential employers that could jeopardize the former's applications or interviews. Too much Facebook and Twitter checking by students prove a major distraction to their overall academic performance. Also, when students start trusting in unreliable strangers online, their private talks may be misused by the latter. From these concerns regarding the cons of social media use, these case studies should investigate how trainee teachers themselves perceive the use of social media as individuals, as students, and as future educators. The objective of the study is to investigate how social media impacts trainee teachers as individuals, as learners, and as future educators. While the research question is, how does social media impact trainee teachers as individuals, as learners, and as future educators? As for the research methodology, this is a fully qualitative case study. It involved 8 voluntary final year TESOL trainee teachers from TT1 till TT8 as research participants from Institute of Teacher Education X in the Kedah State. It utilized an email interview template of 12 semi-structured interview questions for each trainee teacher to type their responses into before re-emailing the researcher, where any ambiguity of information was clarified by the researcher through further emails to the trainee teacher concerned. We now move to data analysis. Social media preference by individual trainee teachers saw most going for WhatsApp, Facebook, followed by Instagram, Twitter, Edmodo, Google Drive, Canvas, YouTube, and even one was not partial towards any social media. Let's observe the reasons for social media preference by those individual trainee teachers. Easy to communicate without meeting face-to-face. Access to news and entertainment. Facebook allows me access to my friends' lives. Easy to communicate with friends, lecturers, and family members. Instagram, I like to see more visuals. For communication and information access, YouTube has content variety. Social media are all the same. There are 5 reasons why trainee teachers use social media. 1. Academically. To discuss group work, access lecture notes, gain new knowledge, to discuss project work and assignments, know the latest news, to read points shared on WhatsApp. 2. For social interaction purposes, to get updates on friends, to catch up with school friends, to communicate with family, to exchange opinions on topics or interact with familiar people, to increase friends through Facebook. 3. For communication, as WhatsApp is used in campus. 4. For information access, to keep track with daily news and videos, everything's on the net to know global events. It sharpens my public speaking, communication, graphic editing skills. And 5. For entertainment, to watch anime, to learn the Japanese culture and language, and to read contemporary poems. So how do trainee teachers react if their lives be devoid of their preferred social media? Sad, disappointed, no more communication with people as it's a work tool. Lonely and depressed, too dependent in this virtual world. Lost, not updated on any latest information or classes, tutorials, news. Anxious only for a while, empty and bored. Still positive-minded because of the availability of other kinds of social media, newspapers, television, sports, hobbies, or actual mingling with friends and family. So what do trainee teachers think of their English language lecturers' use of social media during teaching and learning? Immediate notification of tutorials. Edmodo and Google Drive enable tutorial group discussion, but Edmodo and Canvas require high data usage. Edmodo, Canvas, Schoology, Google Drive and Kahoot are free. Better for lecturers to provide materials in hard copy due to internet connectivity problems among students. Facebook airs appropriate videos. Edmodo more ideal for T&L. Google Slides, Google Docs, Facebook, YouTube or WhatsApp enable me to do my work anywhere, anytime through phone or laptop. Can access social media anywhere, anytime with my phone and internet connection. Trainee teachers have some suggestions as to how English language lecturers could tailor social media to suit their individual needs. WhatsApp for questions on assignments and tutorial, Edmodo for lecture notes. WhatsApp for communication and announcements, while Edmodo for lecture tutorial material. Edmodo folders need to be less or will be confusing to students searching for particular material. Lecture slides on WhatsApp FB Edmodo could be uploaded a week earlier for us to get a gist. Similarly, knowing tutorials earlier in order to prepare for them. Tutorial tasks can be submitted online so that tutorials need not be face-to-face or no extra tutorial slots need to be searched for. Posting videos on Facebook to be commented on rather than live oral presentations in order to lessen student anxiety. Lecture feedback to be given on student work posted on Facebook. Fine with existing way lecturers use WhatsApp to communicate regarding tasks, lecture venues, replacement classes. So how do trainee teachers react towards the personal or impersonal lecture tone styles on social media? Lecturers care about my assignment to help me learn from my mistakes. When lecturers inform of important tasks or tutorials, they use a formal tone. For replacement classes, personal affairs and also sharing information with us, they use a more informal or personal tone. Most of the time, they use imperative verbs as long as the message is clear. Lecturers use standard language, no short form, use complete sentences during any conversation which doesn't affect me in any way. It does not affect me personally. The language the lecturers use is common and does not influence me. I'm used to it, but I find the language they use to be more personal. I'm comfortable with any kind of communication. As for further recommendation by trainee teachers on social media communication by lecturers, 5 said they had none, while 1 would like the lecturer to use video calls to help students speak with the lecturers instead of face-to-face teaching in class, while another wanted the lecturer to keep on commenting or replying to students' progress on any given online task, while another said it's already good. Let's observe social media preference of individual trainee teachers with their future pupils and reasons why. Edmodo is very good to interact with pupils. Commenting on pupils' work on social media shows the teacher's commitment towards pupils and appreciation of their work. Sharing T&L materials through Edmodo can initiate independent learning. Pupils shy at asking questions in class can do so in the WhatsApp group. Other pupils can also give opinions and have discussions about questions in the group. YouTube or any video shared on WhatsApp or Facebook will be something useful and appropriate for my pupils to know and to make my teaching style varied. I will try new types of videos or education games on YouTube to entertain while educating my pupils. I'll create a Facebook group with my future pupils to update all notes and information for them to ask any questions. I'll upload related videos about the subject matter from YouTube on Facebook for pupils to learn more to aid their memory and interest. By creating a closed Facebook group, my pupils won't be shame or shy when making mistakes in the language. Facebook can be my extended class for those weak in English and for everyone in class to improve their English after school. I'll create quizzes and share access links in the group for pupils to keep practicing or revising whatever learned in class. I'll use the Facebook Live feature to hold extra English lessons for my pupils and other Facebook users. Even if they miss the live session, they can always access the recording after the session ended. Social media preference with trainee teachers' future colleagues, superiors, acquaintances, and reasons why. Edmodo and WhatsApp. I've anxiety communicating face-to-face, always afraid of making mistakes when speaking in English. I feel much more confident when I don't have to speak face-to-face. WhatsApp, Facebook. I would like to share ideas, thoughts and materials, have conversations outside school hours, or to share links from educational pages to be reviewed online. I will share creative teaching aids in order to attract pupils' attention. I don't mind sharing teaching aids or notes with other people, as I also get to learn from other teachers. Facebook, a powerful tool to communicate and interact. It involves sharing information, exchanging files, links, videos, and through the teachers group. Uploading sample lesson plans for different topics and also different years can aid other friends to improve in their lesson plans. Google Drive. It will make it easier for everyone to find folders or any particular material that we would like to share. Telegram. I'll create a Telegram group where everyone can share their viewpoints on English and share teaching materials. Disclosures and reasons where the trainee teachers as individuals would extend their social media engagement with their future offspring, assuming they get married and start a family. It is a good platform for my future offspring to interact with classmates and teachers, have a group discussion without meeting face-to-face through WhatsApp and Edmodo, as they will have more confidence in voicing out their opinions. It is vital for Generation Alpha to acquire technological knowledge to strive to compete with others in this digital world. Yes, so that I will not be outdated in the latest information and things trending. Yes, it is easy and effective to communicate with friends, family, colleagues in any situation without any complexity. Yes, my future offspring can learn more about their studies, share their knowledge with their friends overseas to get feedback from them. Yes, so that my family will know how I am doing and keep track with my posts over social media. I will use the social media with my future offspring to expose them to global events, but I will use parental control to block inappropriate videos and observe how they use social media so that they wouldn't be one of the many keyboard warriors. Yes, as long as I use it wisely with my children if we were to live far apart from each other. Implications of the study. Trainee teachers are partial towards social media for its various attractions, tallying with earlier research. There are individual trainee teachers who are more confident behind a screen rather than direct communication where teaching and learning is concerned, simply due to them being anxious or uncomfortable speaking in English face-to-face. Trainee teachers offering suggestions of how they, as students, would like their lecturers to better their social media use in TNL, as well as the former elaborating why they would utilize social media with their future pupils, colleagues, and even their own future offspring, hints that social media does impact those who can see the numerous positive benefits of social media use, mainly for TNL purposes. Recommendation for further research. The researcher would still continue with replications of the study on any individual trainee teachers partial to technology in the classroom. There is a wealth of student voice themselves to balance up the issue of the impact of social media on students, earlier seen in such negative light by commenters at large. To conclude, the spectrum of the topic needs to be broadened rather than public opinion on the adverse impacts of social media on students be blindly followed.